If you haven't watched the Introduction to Rules video yet, we recommend starting there for a better understanding of rules before working with them. If you're familiar with a process and use it frequently, it might be beneficial to create a rule for it. For example, assume that our law firm follows the same process for new cases. You can create an open case rule that can be reused to calendar events for opening every new case. Here is our process that we use when we open a new case. Let's turn this into a rule. Select File, Set Up Rules to open the Rules window. Click Add. Enter the rule name, no more than 8 characters. Enter the rule description, no more than 50 characters. Enter the first event in the series of events for the rule. Event number is assigned automatically. Click the Lookup button and create a what code for this event. Description can't be over 50 characters. Since this happens the same day as the trigger event, event number 0, interval is 0. Since this event is linked to the trigger event, relative to event number is 0. Click Done to save. Click Add to add the next event in the rule. For this event, we can use an existing what code. Interval is 1 day because this event happens 1 day after event 1. Since this is dependent on event 1, relative to event number is 1. Let's add the last 2 events in the rule. Click Done to save the rule. Rules are updated frequently, and users have to install the latest rule sets in order to get the changes. Therefore, when making changes to a rule, we recommend cloning the rule, saving it with a new rule name, and then making changes. If you make changes to an original rule, updates will erase your changes. By cloning a rule and then editing it, you can ensure that updates will not overwrite your edits. Highlight the rule to clone and click Clone. The events in the rule are listed. We can now customize our new rule. Let's delete event 3. This event doesn't apply to our process. Since event 5 is linked to event 3, we need to delete that event as well. Now let's change dependency days for event 15. Click Done to save the changes. The cloned rule is saved. It's important to understand how updates work for clones. Cloned rules are not updated. However, the original rules are updated. Therefore, there will be changes in the original rule over time that will not be reflected in the cloned rule and will have to be done manually, or the rule will have to be recloned after it is updated, and any customization made to the rule will have to be done again. Let's use the open case rule we created to calendar a series of events. Right-click the calendar time slot for the first meeting with the client and select Add Events from a rule. In the Rules window, highlight Open Case and click Done. Complete the information for the rule and click Save. Click Yes. The Linked Events Browse window appears, listing the events created and calendared based on the rule. Click Done to save the events. The main rule scheduled is the trigger event. The series of events is calendared. The trigger event has the same name as the rule. The other events are the rule events. To get back to the list of scheduled events, right-click any rule event and click Linked Events. Notice that the event that was right-clicked is highlighted yellow, which indicates the day you are on in the calendar. Let's delete the entire series of events we created with the rule. Right-click the trigger event and click Delete. Click Yes. Click Yes. The series of events is deleted. Rule reports provide detailed information about the events in the rule, as well as the relationships between the events. To run a rule report, select File, Set Up Rules. Check the rules you want to include in the report. Click Print. Click Tagged. Change the report control settings as necessary and click Print.